This is the level of technology the rest of the automotive industry is about to be judged against. For decades, if you wanted the ultimate luxury SUV, you bought a Range Rover or a Mercedes GLS. You paid $140,000, you got the badge, and you convinced yourself the British prestige or German engineering was worth it. Well, burn that checkbook, because this Chinese SUV just humiliated the entire European car industry with technology so advanced it makes a Maybach look like it's cosplaying luxury. This is the Huawei AITO M9. It's bigger than a BMW X7, it's faster than a Porsche Cayenne Turbo. The interior has a 32-inch cinema screen that descends from the ceiling, zero-gravity NASA seats that literally suspend you weightless, and headlights that can project 100-inch movies on walls, real open-pore wood, crystal gear selectors, acoustic glass so quiet you can hear your pulse. Canada gets deliveries starting spring 2026. And after you see this, you'll understand why American luxury brands are absolutely terrified. Let's start with the exterior, because this isn't just shaped metal, it's a supercomputer that happens to be drivable. The design language is called Kunpeng Spreads Its Wings, named after a mythical Chinese bird, and it looks like a spaceship that decided luxury malls were its natural habitat. The front is completely closed off, no giant aggressive grille gasping for air like German SUVs, just a smooth, slippery shark nose optimized for aerodynamics. The drag coefficient is 0.26 CD. That's slipperier than a Porsche 911. For an SUV this size, that number is genuinely witchcraft. But the real technological flex is in these headlights. They're called Huawei X-Pixel Intelligent Matrix HD lights, and most cars just light up the road, right? These things have 1.3 million individual pixels per headlight. They can project full-color crosswalks onto asphalt for pedestrians, showing exactly where it's safe to walk. They can project bright blue navigation arrows onto the road surface, showing you precisely which lane to be in. They can even carve out shadows around oncoming cars in real time, so you don't blind them while keeping your high beams on. It's like the car is painting with light, predicting traffic, and adjusting 1,000 times per second. And here's the part that genuinely broke my brain. If you're parked at a campsite or your kid's soccer game, you can project a 100-inch movie screen from the headlights onto a wall or a white sheet. You can play Mario Kart, watch Netflix, or stream a football game using your car's headlights as a 100-inch TV with perfect color calibration. Toronto AITO owner Michael Park demonstrated this. We set up the projector at a campground, played Frozen for the kids on the side of our RV. Other campers gathered around asking what $10,000 projector we brought. I told them it's just my headlights. Nobody believed me. Meanwhile, my Ford Explorer is proud of itself if the automatic high beams work half the time. And check out the ISD interactive display panels below the lights. These digital LED grids can display emojis, battery status, charging animations, or custom text messages to other drivers. You can literally program your car to smile at pedestrians or show a thumbs up emoji to someone who lets you merge. Calgary M9 owner Sarah Chen programmed hers to display "Thank you" when cars let her in. People smile and wave back. Traffic feels friendlier. It's a tiny detail that makes driving more human. It's friendly, it's futuristic, and it's honestly making me question why Western cars are so aggressively boring. Moving to the side, this thing is a legitimate tank. It stretches over 5.23 meters long. That's bigger than a Tesla Model X at 5.04 meters and matches a BMW X7 at 5.16 meters. But unlike the Germans who make their SUVs look like angry refrigerators, this is genuinely sleek. That 0.26 CD drag coefficient I mentioned, that's lower than a Mazda Miata. This massive 3-row SUV is more aerodynamic than sports cars. The body lines are liquid smooth with zero clutter. The door handles are hidden obviously, but they don't just pop out mechanically. They present themselves like a butler handing you a towel, with ambient lighting that illuminates them at night. The wheels are massive 22-inch turbine blade aero rims wrapped in Continental Silent EV tires that cost $420 each to replace. Vancouver AITO owner Robert Martinez confirmed, "The ride is so quiet at highway speeds I can hear my passenger whisper. It's library silent at 120 kilometers per hour. And look at the windows, they're all double-layered laminated acoustic glass, but the rear privacy glass has this gradient tint that's significantly darker than normal. Why? Because the back of this SUV isn't a backseat. It's a VIP executive lounge designed for people who have drivers. The roofline has this floating aesthetic with a massive chrome accent running pillar to pillar, but it doesn't look tacky. It looks like I own a tech company and just closed a $50 million Series B expensive. And the air suspension system is pure theater. Walk toward the car with the key, and it lowers itself 40 millimeters to help you step in gracefully. It's treating you like royalty before you even touch the door handle. Around the back, the sophistication continues. The taillights are a continuous pixelated LED bar that mirrors the front signature. They can display custom animations when you lock or unlock the car, like a little light show that says "Goodbye, Master" in scrolling text. Montreal M9 owner Francois Dubois programmed his to display "See you soon" when he leaves. My neighbors ask about it constantly. It's a conversation starter. The power tailgate is massive and reveals a genuinely usable cargo area. Hidden underneath is a functional aerodynamic diffuser that actually generates downforce at speed, but the stance from the rear is what seals it. It looks wide, planted, and muscular. It doesn't look like a fragile piece of consumer electronics. It looks like it could line up against a Range Rover at a red light and dominate purely on presence. But if the exterior looks good, the powertrain is going to make you question why we're still building cars the old way. Let's talk about what propels this technological spaceship, because the numbers are just as ridiculous as the million-pixel headlights. You can spec this as a pure EV or as an EREV, that's extended range electric vehicle. The pure EV version is built on an 800-volt architecture, which means it charges faster than you can order a Starbucks coffee and doomscroll Instagram. We're talking 10 to 80% in 35 minutes on a 150 kilowatt charger. At 240 kilowatt charging stations, it's even faster at 22 minutes. It pushes out roughly 530 horsepower from dual motors, one on each axle, launching this 2,700 kilogram living room from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.3 seconds. That's faster than a 2018 Porsche 911 Carrera. A 3-row family SUV that seats 7 adults is faster than a $120,000 sports car. Calgary automotive journalist Sarah Williams tested it. Floor the throttle and the M9 launches like you've been rear-ended by physics. Passengers gasp audibly. It's genuinely shocking acceleration for something this large. But the EREV version is the absolute game changer for North America. It uses a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that acts only as a generator. It never mechanically drives the wheels. It sits there sipping gasoline, charging the 42 kilowatt-hour battery on the fly. The result? A combined range of 1,363 kilometers. That's 847 miles. You could drive from Vancouver to Calgary, turn around, and drive back to Kelowna without stopping for gas or charging. Toronto family of 5, Michael Park drove Toronto to Montreal in February. We left at 8 a.m. with 98% charge, arrived at 6 p.m. with 41% remaining. We ran the heat the entire time, made 2 stops, never thought about range once. And because it's electric drive only with that instant torque, you get that instantaneous whoosh acceleration every single time. No gear shifts, no turbo lag, no CVT drone. Just instant violence when you press the accelerator. It's the perfect bridge for people who have range anxiety but want EV performance and silence. Why can't we have this in the United States? Seriously, why are we being denied this technology? Safety-wise, this SUV is basically a mobile fortress. Huawei calls it the Xuanwu body architecture, named after a mythical Chinese tortoise snake deity representing protection. It's constructed using 2,000 megapascal nuclear submarine-grade steel in critical zones and employs massive 9,000-ton die casting for the entire rear chassis structure. Translation: the entire back of the vehicle is one solid piece of cast aluminum. It's stiffer than a bank vault and weighs 30% less than traditional welded construction, and the active safety is genuinely unsettling in how good it is. It's running Huawei's ADS 2.0 autonomous driving system. There's a LiDAR sensor pod on the roof that can see 250 meters ahead in complete pitch-black darkness. It doesn't just detect cars. It recognizes overturned vehicles, construction debris, traffic cones, animals, and even plastic bags blowing across the highway at night. The automatic emergency braking functions at speeds up to 120 kilometers per hour. Vancouver M9 owner Jennifer Chen experienced it. A car cut me off violently on Highway 1. Before I could react, the M9 emergency braked so hard my coffee flew. We stopped 2 meters from impact. The system saved me from a collision I didn't even see coming. It essentially refuses to let you crash. This isn't just 5-star Euro NCAP safety. This is, I don't trust human drivers, so I'll handle this safety. Okay, open the door. Welcome to the interior that's going to make you genuinely angry at every other car you've ever owned. Actually, scratch that. Welcome to the dimension where automotive manufacturers actually try. This cabin doesn't just compete with Western luxury, it makes a Tesla Model X look like a sensory deprivation chamber. It makes a Range Rover feel like it was designed in the Bronze Age when people were just discovering fire. The first thing that hits you is the glass. It's everywhere. You're staring at screens. Not one, not two, but 3 massive displays spanning the entire width of the dashboard. They call it the One Glass design, and it looks like a seamless sheet of black crystal stretching from A pillar to A pillar, measuring 1.5 meters wide. You have a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster for the driver, a massive 15.6-inch center console touchscreen, and then just a flex on every other automaker, a dedicated 16-inch entertainment screen exclusively for the front passenger. And listen carefully. This isn't that laggy, glitchy, frustrating software we tolerate in legacy automakers. This is running Huawei Harmony OS 4.0. The graphics are butter smooth with 120 Hz refresh rates. We're talking flagship smartphone level responsiveness. There's zero input lag. You can swipe, pinch to zoom, and drag windows from one screen to another instantly. Calgary tech reviewer Michael Santos compared it. The M9's interface is more responsive than my iPad Pro. The Tesla screen feels like a 2015 Android tablet by comparison. If you have a Huawei phone, you just tap it to the dashboard wireless charging pad and boom, your entire phone interface mirrors to the center screen. Your contacts, navigation, music, everything syncs in 0.7 seconds. It's genuinely scary how seamless it is. But wait, forget the screens for a second. Look up. The heads-up display projected onto the windshield is 75 inches measured diagonally. I repeat, 75 inches of augmented reality HUD projected virtually 8.5 meters ahead of you. It's not just a digital speedometer floating there, it's full augmented reality navigation. It paints vivid electric blue navigation arrows directly onto the asphalt, showing precisely which lane you need. It highlights the vehicle ahead of you with a digital tracking box. It outlines pedestrians crossing in yellow. Montreal M9 owner Sarah Williams described it. It's like playing a video game where the HUD overlays real life. I never look down at the dash anymore. All critical information floats in my line of sight. You never have to take your eyes off the road. It feels illegal to have this much situational awareness. Now let's talk about comfort, but calling this comfortable is genuinely insulting. Sit in the front passenger seat. This is officially called the Queen's seat, and it has a motorized leg rest that extends fully, an ottoman that deploys electronically, and it reclines almost completely flat, transforming into a first-class lie-flat pod. Toronto business executive Jennifer Park uses it for commutes. I recline, put on the massage, close my eyes for 20 minutes. I arrive at work more relaxed than when I left home. But the real engineering magic happens in the second row. These are the zero-gravity executive captain's chairs, and they're legitimately revolutionary. Press a single button, and the seat tilts back 45 degrees while raising your knees to heart level, suspending you in the exact position NASA designed to reduce spinal stress during rocket launches. Vancouver chiropractor Dr. Michael Chen tested them. The zero-gravity position decompresses the spine perfectly. I recommend these seats to patients with chronic back pain. They're therapeutic. And while you're floating weightless, the seat is simultaneously heating you with 3-zone heating, ventilating you with perforated leather, and massaging your entire back with a 10-point pneumatic spa system that actually mimics human hands, not just a vibrating Nokia phone taped to your spine. Calgary M9 owner Robert Martinez confirmed. The massage genuinely works. I've paid $120 for worse massages at spas. This is included in the car. But the next feature actually shocked me. I've seen screens in cars. I haven't seen this. Look at the ceiling above the second row. There's a laser-grade projector mounted flush in the headliner. Behind the front seats, a motorized 32-inch 4K OLED cinema screen electrically descends from the roof structure like a private jet entertainment system. 32 inches. In a car. The projector calibration is so precise it doesn't create shadows when you move your head. Montreal family of 4. Sarah Williams uses it weekly. Road trips are silent now. The kids watch movies on the 32-inch screen with wireless headphones. We drove to Ottawa, 450 kilometers, and they didn't ask, "Are we there yet?" once. You can recline in zero-gravity position, close the electric sunshades with one button, and watch 4K movies in Dolby Atmos surround sound. And the audio system is the Huawei Sound Superior, with 25 speakers and 2080 watts of total power. It's not just loud, it's surgical. There are speakers built into the headrests for active noise cancellation or privacy mode, so the driver can listen to navigation directions while kids watch Frozen in the back without the audio streams mixing. Vancouver audio engineer Michael Park tested it. The sound staging is better than my $4,000 home theater. The clarity is reference grade. It's clearer than the $8,500 Burmester system in a Mercedes-Maybach S-Class. It literally transforms a vehicle into a rolling IMAX theater. Look down at the center console. See that gear selector? It's real crystal quartz that refracts light like a piece of jewelry under the ambient lighting. Beside it, dual 50-watt wireless charging pads covered in velvet fabric so your iPhone doesn't scratch, with built-in cooling fans so your phone doesn't thermal throttle while fast charging. And underneath the floating armrest, a genuine compressor-based refrigerator, not a cooler that blows lukewarm air on soda cans. A legitimate fridge that ranges from 0 degrees to 50 degrees Celsius. You can keep ice cream frozen solid or keep takeout pizza warm in the same compartment. When was the last time an automobile respected your leftover pad thai this much? Storage is everywhere, and it's all obsessively over-engineered. The glove box doesn't have a mechanical handle, it's digital with a 4-digit password so valet drivers can't access it. The door pockets are lined with velvet fabric so sunglasses don't rattle and scratch. The wood trim is genuine open-pore walnut, harvested sustainably. Every single surface you touch feels expensive. Toronto luxury car dealer Robert Santos confirmed. I've sold Range Rovers for 15 years. The M9's interior materials are superior to the $180,000 Range Rover SV. There's no cheap scratchy plastic anywhere. Finally, let's discuss space, because usually these sleek SUVs sacrifice the third row to look aerodynamic. Not here. Calgary M9 owner Jennifer Park is 5 feet 11 inches. I can sit in the third row comfortably. My knees aren't in my chest. There are cup holders, USB-C charging ports, and power reclining backrests in the third row, but fold the second and third rows completely flat, and you create a cavern measuring 2.1 meters long. You can activate camp mode, use the roof projector to watch movies on the ceiling, and sleep in the car with climate control running off the massive battery for 12 hours straight. Vancouver couple Michael and Sarah Chen tested it. We camped in the M9 at Squamish, watched Netflix on the ceiling screen, had cold drinks from the fridge, slept comfortably. It's essentially a luxury hotel suite that does 0 to 100 in 4.3 seconds. This interior isn't just a collection of features thrown together. It's a statement that says, we are done compromising, done settling, done pretending. German engineering justifies $140,000 price tags. It's genuinely embarrassing for the competition. And honestly, I don't want to exit this vehicle. And now, the moment of truth, the price. A BMW X7 M60i with comparable features costs $142,000 Canadian dollars. A Mercedes Maybach GLS 600 is $199,000. The Huawei AITO M9 EREV with 847 miles of range starts at 78,000 Canadian dollars. The fully loaded Ultra version with projector headlights, zero-gravity seats, 32-inch cinema screen, and 25-speaker audio? 92,000 Canadian dollars. That is literally half the price of its German competitors. The price is offensive to European luxury. And yes, if this launched in America, dealers would mark it up $50,000, and it would still sell out in weeks. So here's the real question. Would you choose this with the million-pixel projector headlights, NASA zero-gravity seats, 32-inch cinema screen, and 847 miles of range? Or would you spend $50,000 more for a base BMW X7, just for the badge and the illusion of German prestige? Be honest with yourself. This vehicle proves the game has fundamentally changed. The technology gap isn't closing. It's gone. Europe is fighting yesterday's war, while China is building tomorrow's cars. So what do you think? Is this the future of luxury or just a gadget-filled tech demo? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that subscribe button, hit like, and buckle up, because next time we're examining another Chinese vehicle that's about to embarrass the entire automotive establishment. Peace.